I said, what would it be like if you didn't duck? What would our lives be like if the bullet had struck? Well, you know, President Dr. Martin Luther King laughed jokingly if he shifted in the seat. But then he got real serious when he said our blood would probably still be running in the streets. He said, I could picture our people still split apart. Pain, poverty, jealousy, and no direction, making cold, long hearts. He said, I could see our brothers turning on their own, trapped in places they'd be forced to call a home. He said, by now, education is a value our kids would no longer see. I think they even would have successfully wiped out our history. You see, it would just be another form of the field versus the house, because we'd still be abandoning our children and disrespecting our spouse. Many of us would have adopted a European value system, and this system would still be set up for us to fall victim. He said, I know the predatory stalking of our young black males will probably still be going on in our precious black mothers' hearts, mourning, dressed in black and singing sad songs. He said, I know I see it. Our young children not old enough to have a license, but yet they're killing for a Lexus. He said, don't you know they'd still be putting our young black males in jails with revolving doors for exits? See, there would be no fair America. Only the blacks and minorities with blind justice still not see. As a matter of fact, I couldn't be president today in this democracy without black and white unity. You see, with those slave principles still in effect from Willie Lynch, well, to destroy our political movement with distrust and envy, it would be a cinch. He said, I know the history books will still show nothing of the African Holocaust. No mention of the over 60 million African lives thrown overboard, just lost. And there will be no mention of the cries of our forefathers from the bellies of slave ships crying out in pain, erasing the facts, proving that we were a far advanced civilization long before the Black Holocaust came. But then he smiled as the door burst open, laughed and said, well, at least they didn't get now Vice President X. You see, they're afraid to make the move on me now because they know in power, Militant Malcolm stands next. And as the Vice President strode in with that proud strut that we've grown to love to see, these two great men stood and embraced, and a very strange thought occurred to me. I just, what if both of these great men had died? But I gotta tell you, I did shudder to think it.